What's going on, guys? We got a big service today, so we're getting right into it. Gens and off, e-stop pressed. Believe this is a 150 Ford. It's a V10, right? Yep. So this is what we call a screamer. When you start this up, she runs at 3,500 or 3,600 RPM. So this is not often you just start a V10 and rev it up that high, but yeah. So we got that. We got our table of parts here. We have a lot of stuff going on. These are actually 2 new exhaust blankets. As you can tell, they didn't fare too well. And you know, I've been quoting this for a long time. That one's completely falling apart. And so we finally got those. I also have exhaust gaskets, V-band, or not V-band. Those are for a pipe for that guy. You know, like I said, heater hoses, radiator hoses, belts, you know. So I think this is a coolant level sensor. Yep. Got some clamps in there, thermostat. So yeah, so we got our work cut out for us. So what I'm probably going to do is just get straight to it. Maybe I'll pull the either the lower hose, or when you drain this, you either drain it from the block heater down there or the lower hose down there. You want to make sure you drain from the lowest point in the system, and then I'll show you a cool trick to bleed it after we're all done. But yeah, so let's unplug this guy first. All right. Let's see. Yeah, block heater is hot. Let's give this guy an open. Hopefully I don't regret this. Sweet. All right. So that's step one. So let me get some stuff together. I still got to get my bucket for old coolant, some catch bands and stuff. So let me get to that. Let me start draining the system, and I'll pick you guys up. I don't know how much I'm going to film, because like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on here. So we'll try to film as much as we can without making the video too long. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we are getting straight to work here. I've already disconnected the block heater to have that drain into a bucket. I took the heat blankets off there, and I noticed this not even tight. That paired with the fact, but like, look at this. I didn't even notice this, but like, this gasket's like pushed out, but this bolt's not even in there. And if you look in that hole, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not even lined up. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm going to try. I'll probably have to take this off, because I think we have manifold gaskets anyway. So depending on what it sounds like, I'm thinking if I replace this gasket here on both sides and then tighten this clamp on the other side, it might be okay, because it was really only on startup when you noticed a bad exhaust leak. So maybe we'll give that a whirl. I mean, we have the part, so we might just go ahead and do it. But honestly, those bolts don't look too bad, because this heat shield comes off with 2 bolts down there. I don't think there's probably, yeah, there's 2 more in the back. But like, it doesn't take too much to take that off, and the bolts in there don't look too rusty. So I think, actually, this has been changed before. You see that one bolt, and then you see the one next to it's different. So hold on, that bolt right here is an Allen head. So this one's the factory bolt. That's not a factory bolt. These have definitely been replaced before, these gaskets. Oh, definitely, because look, there's one missing. All right, something I noticed. I took the drive belt off. You can see I have my little wrench on the tensioner down there. I also took upper and lower hoses off. Did more to drain the coolant. One of the, this line, I think that's for the one of the cooler lines. I removed that. I removed it from the other side, drained it. I just got to remove it completely. Here's my little diagram. I went over and made sure I knew how the belt went back on. But check this out. This is the old belt. It's double ribbed. I think it's a 6-rib belt, but it's ribbed on both sides. It's interesting. Here's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's kind of neat. So we'll throw this back on there. So you can see this is the new line here compared to the old. We could throw that over there. Same with this guy. Where was the... I cut a new... There we go. Cut these two so we can get rid of that one. Let's go throw these in. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to throw this in here. And then, I don't know if you could see up in there. Might be easier. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see about these. So I believe this one's the easy one because this is the shorter one. But I'm probably going to start with the longer one because it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Let's start with this guy. So basically has to go up here. I gotta go on that first. Let's get it up through here. Okay. I think that's actually where it's gonna sit. I think that sits up there. Right, and then this guy's got to go through there. Go under that. That's turned. And then this probably has to get trimmed, or I might be able to leave it on to length there, but I'm probably going to shorten it just you can see how long this guy is. So I think it tapers here to get wider for that fitting there. So I'll probably cut that down a little bit and throw it on that. Let's get the other side on first. Okay, and this goes over here. Throw this guy that way. All right. I might move this wiring a little bit just to give a little more room. It is secured with two clips here, but it's a little hard to work around. We'll see. We'll leave it there for now. We'll see what happens. Let's see. This goes this way. And this one goes on there. Yeah, so you could see the cooler lines. Those are replaced. Those are on. One goes that way, one goes up this way, and then back on that side. Block heater hoses, upper and lower. Those are on. All tight. Lower rad hose, upper rad hose, that's all tight. I do have a new radiator cap. I put a new thermostat in there. Level sensor and conditioner I do have. I just have to throw those in there. That's not a big deal. So we're looking pretty good. Like I said, I wanted to see how long or how much I can get done in a timely manner. So, all right, guys. So I had a couple of visitors and totally forgot to pick up the camera, but as you can see, this did not come off as expected, right? So one of the big things is an exhaust leak here. I showed you guys on the other side, the one of the bolts is actually missing, but this clamp on this side was completely not even attached, right? We don't have these, so what we probably have to do, I'm gonna bring this with me, and I'm gonna go to like an auto parts store, like I don't know, Advance or AutoZone or some shit. We'll try to get 2 new clamps, throw those on there, and then throw those gaskets on there. All right, so we're at AutoZone. I think you could see that. I showed you guys how the old clamp came off. It was like all twisted and stuff. We were able to match it up to some new clamps. I got some, this is actually kind of like soldering wire, but it'll work to get those, what do you call it? Those exhaust shields on. So we got that. We're about 15 minutes back from our old spot. So let's hit the road and continue working. All right, so we got this exhaust off. I was able to get this clamp off. The threads don't look the greatest on this guy, but I might clean it up and put them back through there. I think it'll be okay. What's not okay is that. So I didn't notice that last time I was here, or then again, I didn't really have the exhaust off last time I was here. So we might still have an exhaust leak after that. What I'll do is I'll tell the guy, hey look, you know, there was unseen damage, because if you look on this side, you get in there, you can't really see anything. But like this clamp I had to cut off. Yeah, I just kind of cut this loose because there was no getting this one off. The other one came off, but this one, yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. So that's off. We were able to find those. I showed you that just in time for the train. But anyway, I'm getting to work on the exhaust, right? You can see here, this is a bunch of mechanics wire. I already have a bunch of them cut to length here. So basically what I do, I take the exhaust heat shield here. I use zip ties just to kind of keep it in place, because obviously if you left that on there it would melt. But you have a metal clamp down here, and then you have a metal clamp up there. So you put those into place, and then you would say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots where I would put the mechanics wire. But I always do this just so that it's on there, it's in place, right? And then it'll give you more where you could take your mechanics wire, wrap it around there, twist it up, and essentially it'll be good. I'll cut these off after we're done. I did wind up doing the new, the new clamps there, and then I replaced the new gaskets on this side. See, here's the new clamp, and then I put these in here. You can see the little gasket in there, but I was able to get the bottom one lined up, but it's not perfect. I do know that it's probably going to need a manifold. We're going to see how it works for now and go from there. But I told the guy it's unfortunate that the manifolds do have to be replaced, but you know, basically we'll put a band-aid on it and see how long it'll last. So it turned out to be not a bad day. The sun's out. It's like mid 40s or something. So I still got my freaking thermal on, but I don't need my hoodie because it's actually kind of nice out. So I swear guys, every time I set the camera up to do something or show you guys, there's always a visitor. There's always like someone walking around doing something. But here's a perfect example of showing you guys the bypass cap. It won't come off. It's on there. So if you take your channel locks, grab it, crack it loose, and then theoretically you should be able to pull it right off. See how easy that is? Got the new one right here. That goes on. And now actually, this is the perfect spot to bleed your cooling system, because that's the high spot on the engine, right? So when you're filling this, I'm gonna leave this on here and I'm gonna fill it up. And when the radiator is full, you'll notice I'll pull this cap off and you'll hear it like push out all the air and suck in all the coolant. So when I fill this thing with antifreeze, I'll pick you guys up and I'll show you guys that, because that's kind of cool. So I might have dropped you guys on the floor, but it seems to be functioning good. I got a little bit of a little nick on the case there, but that's fine. So she's full up there. I think it took like 5.5 gallons. Let me see if I could pull this off. You see how that's leaking out there? Okay, so we know we're full there. We gotta put this back on there. I'll do that in a minute, but probably re-energize the block heater and let it circulate a little bit. I might do like bleed the system. I have one of those funnels that go on there that you fill the funnel like halfway and it'll start burping itself. With the block heater on, a lot of times it helps with that. So let me do that, and then I'll come back in. I'll start it up. Let's go ahead and give her a crank up, and we'll see what she does. See, you can hear her scream. I just got soaked. The camera's all wet and everything. Look at all that. I don't know how much. Wow. So I guess that's how long it's been since it ran last. But you guys hear that? I can't leave it like that. I'm gonna have to leave it as a red unit down for that manifold leak. But yeah, I'm gonna let it run again. I had to turn it off. I had to talk to you guys because like look at all this. I don't know if you guys can see anything up there, but yeah, the camera's soaked now. I'm all drenched, but yeah, let's crank it over one more time. Let it run for a little longer. But you see what I'm talking about when it starts up like that. It goes up to 3,600 RPM instantly. It's why we call them screamers, you know. But one more time. I'm gonna let that cook for a little bit. I am gonna start doing some paperwork. We actually got a new case for the tablet here, so nice keyboard, a little bit better than the laptop. So we use the iPad instead. But yeah, I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I have 20% battery, so we'll see how long that'll hold over for. Cause I checked my camera bag down here. I got my little camera bag. Yeah, I don't have batteries. I must have left them on my desk because I know I plugged them in to charge yesterday, but rookie mistake, I guess. But yeah, I'll pick you guys up once we're finishing up here, because I'll let it run for about 20 minutes or so, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we are on the road. I tried calling the guy because I would really love to do a power transfer here. Fortunately, it is a grocery store, so they don't want us doing that. But the guy wasn't even on site. So for a guy, he is very adamant about getting this job done and getting it done on time and all this stuff, but he wasn't even here. So no big deal. We got the job done. I topped off the coolant. I ran it. I made sure there was no leaks. We still have an exhaust leak, but I did tell my dispatcher. So I am going to put a quote in for new manifolds and gaskets, and then we'll have to come back for that. But I guess for now we're on the road. We're done. We had a very productive day. That was very enjoyable, believe it or not. Haven't done a big repair like that in a while, so it was pretty cool to be able to do that again. Huge shout out to you guys for showing the support and liking the videos and commenting. There is a lot of people in the comments. A lot of people saying about last week's video about the that mag pickup sensor, you know, potential issues going on with that. I did put in a proposal to get one replaced. I just wanted to leave that one in there just for that, just to get it to run, just so that it's not a red unit down, you know. But yeah, you guys are awesome. This started out as like a fun little hobby. I'm still enjoying the crap out of it, doing some editing and stuff like that. So as long as you guys are enjoying, I will keep on putting out some videos, and it's cool to learn from you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys are watching or not subscribed, so if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Make sure post notifications are turned on so you know what time I post a video. I usually try to go every Saturday morning. So yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned.
today.